Hello, my name is Shegun Awolowo. I'm glad to be with you again today. It's been a journey together. There are so many things that we've shared, touched on so many issues and areas as far as business is concerned. And if you want to be part of this, I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Shegun Awolowo. There are so many materials that I know will bless you and help you. Now we're going to look at something very important today: how to stay humble as you grow. I've explained it before, and let me say it again. Success in life and in business is progressive. No man can say he has attained the highest level, because your own highest level is the beginning of another person's journey. What you call the best is not good enough for some people. It depends on your own level of exposure. It depends on your own level of understanding and how much of appetite you have for success in life. Now, you have to understand that if you are planning to grow and to become the best in your area of expertise, something that is very important and you must pay attention to. How do you stay humble as you grow in business? Growth is something that is compulsory for anyone who wants to stay relevant in business. You cannot be in business without growth. Growth is part of life. Growth is an essential requirement for life. You cannot do business without. I see a lot of people who they say they've been in business for 15 years, for 10 years, and you're wondering what is going on here. What they were 10 years ago is the same place where they are 15 years after. The same office space, the same everything. There is nothing that has improved and changed about them. That's a terrible thing to happen. One thing that you don't want to do is to allow life to catch up with you and on you. You have to understand that something that is constant to life is growth. And that's what you put in another word, change. So how can you keep your head low even though you are growing? There are so many people who have lost out as a result of this. How can you keep your mind and your head together even though you are making progress and you are achieving progress in business? How do you stay humble as you grow in business? Something very important that you must pay attention to. And actually, it depends on your own level of definition of success in life. And sometimes somebody says, I've made 1 million naira, and so what? That's why you think nobody can talk to you. One of the ways you have to understand is that when people relate with you, you have to learn. We'll talk about 3 magics before. We'll talk about thank you, we'll talk about sorry. And then one of the things that you have to pay attention is to learn to maintain these words. When you relate with your customers, you know and you agree with me that customers are kings, and they say customers are always right, even though it may not be absolutely correct, because sometimes some customers may not be right. Sometimes some customers may not be correct. It does not mean that you have to agree to everything that they say or everything that they do. You don't want to say because customers are right and you want to enter into an agreement or a business involvement that will put you behind bars. So you need to understand that. So that does not mean that you now begin to react to customers when you need to talk to them politely. There are times when some customers will get you angry, get you offended, get you frustrated. You need to learn, irrespective irrespective of your level of achievement in business. I'll tell you what, there are times when some clients or customers will not even be bold enough to call you names, but they will call you names because they feel that they have the right to call you names, and then you don't have any business to do with that. One of the things you have to understand is that you are not interested in whether they call you names or not names. You are interested in the money that is in their pocket. That's what you need. You don't care whether they respect your name or they don't respect it. It doesn't mean that they have to talk to you anyhow anyway. But you need to understand it is not that what you need is what is in their hands or what is in their pocket. That's what you need to keep your business together and keep it relevant. So you need to learn to at least respectfully respond to your clients, both existing clients and potential clients, at every time. You may think that you are there, but get it straight. You are not there yet. We have the richest black man in Africa, or the richest man in Africa. You know, Aliko Dangote, despite his level of wealth and influence and respect, you will know from his tones, the way he interacts and the way he talks, he still respectfully talk to people forever. If he can, then you can. There are times when you want to get jobs and contracts from places, and you have to learn to politely, respectfully, and humbly deal with people. And let me say this again. There are certain levels of dealings and relationships that you must also learn and pay attention to when it comes to you relating with people. I've said it before, and let me say it again. There are people that are your internal customers, your staff. They are very powerful and they are very important. They can frustrate you. I tell you what, they can shut down that business because you can't do everything by yourself. If your staff are not in good terms with you, that business can die overnight. So you have to learn to also respectfully talk to your internal clients. I'm talking about your clients. You don't call them names. You talk to your clients and your staff, and you call them all kind of names, stupid, idiot. I'll tell you what, it's just a matter of time. They can put energy together to frustrate that business because you don't want to pull down what you have built over the years in just one moment. And I've learned this. I've learned to say sorry even to the staff that work with me. That's how to keep my relevance. So pay attention to this. Learn to say sorry and apologize when your clients complain. And learn to honor people. That's very, very important. It doesn't matter how much of success you have accomplished. Learn to honor, respectfully honor people at all times. This will help you to achieve more. Sometimes the kind of business that you are aiming for, it could be just one small lad that will give you access to that business. And you don't want to mess up that lad now. At the end of the day, you realize that it's the one at the end of the affair who is going to approve the next thing that will determine your next level in life and in business. Learn to respect people and let your head not be above what it should be. I believe you have learned something today, and I'm going to see you at another time. My name remains Segun Awolowo. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, Segun Awolowo, and God bless you. I see you at another time.